What's up, sexies? Happy Friday Eve. Doing it as always. So, self-affliction. Yes. What's going to be the next consequence of self-affliction? How about the fear of failure? It's a good one. Because a lot of us, achieve this fear of failure, or terminologically correct should be the fear of shame. But, it was brought on by parents, by coaches, all this other effect. They push you to do the best you can. And then sometimes when you fail, you feel shame, like you let somebody down. Well, we let ourselves down an awful lot too. But that's why we fear failure anymore. We fear our shame. There's no shame in asking. For the man who never asked will look like a fool all his life for never asking instead of for a moment. But, fear of failure. That's what everything rides on anymore, it seems. For us to take the next step, achieve the next goal, we hate to fail, especially at every attempt that we try. And, for some of us, fear of failure, shaming, it has a significant psychological effect. It leads into disappointment, anger, frustration, sadness, regret, confusion. And, actions, when we fear our failure of actions, we fear guilt for something we may have done. When we fear our efforts, we bring back that word regret, because maybe we didn't give it everything we had. But shame, big part of failure, shame, that's us. That's us. There's that word I hate again, ego. Man, when you bring shame upon yourself, you hurt your ego, which shouldn't even be there in the first place. It should be your character. But your identity, maybe who you are at work, who you are with friends, who you are on Facebook. Self-esteem is the other effect of shame. Most find different ways to mitigate the implications of potential failure, such as, say you went to go for a job interview, and you went out all day, and you found a perfect dress to go in. So you found a perfect suit to go in, you know what I'm saying? Good, son. Yeah. Only to realize when you get there and they start asking questions, you didn't even study. But now your excuses would lead to be, man, I look good. I thought I did everything right. I would hire a homeless man who knew my company before I'd hire a kid in a suit. But if a kid in a suit came in and knew all the right answers to my company, he got a job. This is something we fear to fail. When even moving up in a job or trying to get up to that next scale, we worry, man. This misuse of imagination that I've talked about. We worry. We worry what others are going to think about us if we fail. What are they going to think? Back into acceptance. Why do we need acceptance? I mean, your friends should love you no matter what, right? We've done plenty of dumb things, be it sober or under the influence, that a lot of people will probably be like, what? But they're still your friends. We're human. We make mistakes. We have fun. That's what it's about. But you can't hold anything against yourself. You can't fear anything. And like I said, the misuse of imagination to worry. I said, worry about what others think of you. You worry about your ability to achieve what you desire. You worry people will lose interest in you. That's, Facebook deal. It is what it is. Not everyone's going to like you. I hate to say it like this, that's the press. I mean, damn good and well. We achieve certain things in life, but certain things come at a price. But you can always tell someone who's put their ego down. He's not doing this to be better than anyone. He does it to protect us. Guys included, regardless to what you believe. Anyway, you start worrying about if people think you're capable. Is he capable to do this job? Is she capable to take care of this child? Is he capable to take care of this child? Is she able to do that job? got to give somebody a chance, right? That's how you should give everybody a chance. From a job standpoint, I understand the difference. Not that I think there's a difference in sex for a job, male for female, but some people still live in the old school ways. It is a melting pot of a world from what we've come to what we are, to understand the difference in every generation and not fear anything. But, back to that misuse, worry, what could you have done differently? What did I could have, well, you could have studied. You could have been prompt. You could have not put so many buts or ifs or whats in a conversation. This shows that you're not capable. But at the same time, that fear of stress, that fear of shame will put you into a lot. And like I said, it puts you into a lot. How about those who fail, the last minutes? You got a headache all of a sudden, or your stomach aches. What are the symptoms that prevent you from achieving whatever it is you have in front of you? From going to that job interview, from taking your kids out to the park, from whatever the case is. And you're thinking, how could I fail at that? It's not failing at life, bro. That's failing at parenting. You gotta spend time. Time spent is everything. Be it with a loved one, be it with a couple, be it with the kids, anything. This is how we overcome our fears. Our fear is 100 solely dependent upon ourselves for its survival. You fear, it survives. We got to get past that. And another lack that we talked about yesterday, procrastination. Fear of failure, so you procrastinate because you don't want to fail, end up forgetting and losing it all anyway. Something else. But like I say, owning the fear. Focus on what you have control of. That's the only real way around it. But I know sometimes in situations aren't always a deal or adapt. But there's one quote that a good friend put up the other day that I wanted to give to you, because I thought I had a very valid point for this. Fear of failure. Seems that it would be underlined by so much of the word acceptance of others that it really has no use in our vocabulary. So instead, learn to keep your feelings and your self-worth in different places. Because when your feelings get hurt, it shouldn't change how you view yourself. I love you guys. Y'all stay up and stay beautiful. Happy Friday Eve. And as always, I'll see you around.